What's up, guys? This is Keith.
I'm Brandon.
And this is Tears to Embers Reacts.
Oh, man.
Broom candy.
So today is another What's New. It's kind of What's New. This is kind of an older song, but we haven't reacted to it. So
Yeah. And I love this song. This is Alkaline by Sleep Token.
yeah.
So.
Before we get too far into this, I looked them up before this. Did you know that nobody knows who they are?
Yeah.
Like, more so, like, I remember back in the day, it was like, Slipknot, let's catch them without their mask on. Like, nobody knows these guys.
Yeah.
They don't know who they are.
That's what I heard anyway. I didn't dig into it a whole lot, but yeah, that's part of the allure. It's like who are they? and like, just to touch base on what we're looking at on the screen right now, the visuals and the video for this song is awesome, but it does not match like what the song itself is about, and I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Every once in a while something changes, and she's changing me.
I get Stranger Things
It's
vibes
too late for
from the
me
video.
now. I am altered. There is something beneath.
Vibe.
She's not acid nor alkaline, caught between black and white, not quite either day or night. She's perfectly misaligned. I'm caught up in her design and how it connects to mine. I see in a different light the objects of my desire.
I'm just going to take a quick second. I don't know if any of you else noticed this or not, but this is a perfect example of when you take one aspect of a song and it doesn't change.
It's a motif.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was nothing complicated about the melody of that chorus. He literally was singing the same melody over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Well, it's not just the melody of the vocals, but
No.
the synth part.
Exactly.
Ran.
That's the part.
And you kind of have that also. You have that a lot in like movie scores. There's always a motif. Like there's different change. Like all this stuff just moves around,
Moving around
but
one
you have this
particular
one
piece.
thing that holds it together. That's
Yeah.
the glue, and that's the motif.
It's the really solid point.
So.
And what was so great about it, and it gets better here in a minute, like this was the very stripped down version of that chorus, but what was so great about it was his vocals didn't change. He did the same thing like throughout the whole thing, and the synth part changed ever so slightly, but then it looped back around and did the same thing over again. It changed just enough to keep you interested.
His voice too, though.
Oh, and his voice
know?
is phenomenal. Like that
It's
tone.
such a vibe.
His tone is fantastic.
It's on other songs we've reacted to. Like you're like, oh, that's just a regular rock tone. This is not that.
It is not that at all.
And it's super unique, and it gives it this like haunting vibe. It's cool.
There's just something about the choices that he makes that makes it super interesting and really unique. I can't even say anything else about it.
Ooh, let's talk about chemistry, 'cause I'm dying to melt through to the heart of the molecules, to the particles part like holy water. If anything, she's an discovered elements, either born in hell or heaven sent. Either way, I'm into it. I'm sitting on alkaline, caught between black and white. Quite either day or night. She's perfectly misaligned. I'm caught up in her design, and my life connects to mine. I see it in a different light. The object of my desire. Now I take out alkaline, caught between black and white. Quite either day or night. She's perfectly misaligned. I'm caught up in her design, and my life connects to mine. I see it in a different light. The object of my desire.
That is what layers can do for your song. Like, we heard the first chorus, and it was very stripped down and bare, but it was still really, really interesting. You take that same chorus, and you layer all these other things on top of it to make it so broad. There were harmonies in there. There were O's, just ambient vocal. The drums were there where they weren't in the first part.
I think
The guitars they had the drivey electric guitars.
when you're wanting a vibe like that, that's what makes the vibe. Mm-hmm. Like the hook is the main vocal, the punch is the guitars and the drums and the bass, and then like the vibe, like that haunting vibe, comes in when those choir parts come in.
And it's still the video got really interesting as soon as the drums and the guitar kicked in too. Like, I love that.
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
I like that bit of rhythmic synth right there as everything's trailing off with the choir.
The guitars in the second verse in that breakdown wasn't like the best thing on the planet.
It was good enough that like it gives you that
passes, but his vocals is what carried that whole song.
Genuinely, yeah. Now, I'm gonna say that I absolutely love that bit of chunked up guitar. It's just off rhythm enough that it throws you just a little bit, but not enough that you lose where you're at in the song. You don't lose your footing at all, and I love that when somebody does it just right.
What would you rate it?
I'm gonna give this, and it's tough because I want to rate it with the video as well, but like just from the music, I want to give it a 9. I mean, and that might be me being really, really like nice. Like, let us know in the comments below what you think. I'm certainly open to to talk at length with anybody. Yeah, I love that song. Absolutely love it.
I'm going to probably give it the highest score I've given is I'm going to give it a 9 too.
That's awesome.
It's just unique. That's what you look for.
It is.
For a really good song.
It's standoutish.
Something about it was just different. Mm-hmm. So.
And if you go through and you listen to this entire album, it is not more of the same. This song stands out. Like, there are maybe a couple of songs that have sort of a similar vibe, but they tend to not be exactly the same. Like, it feels like they were trying to cover all their bases and really create a spectrum of sound for you to enjoy. And this one to me stands out because I love this genre. And again, his vocals are phenomenal, and the guitar and the drums and everything were just like chunky enough and drivey enough that it just falls right in that pocket that I like. So, but let us know what you guys thought. If you guys like Sleep Token, or if you've never heard them before until now, and you like that, dig into their other stuff. It's worth it checking out. So,
leave some comments. Let us know what songs to react to.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and then
All the things.
until next time.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Hey, way to stay humble, man. Thank you, Rich. Choose wisely. Choose
Did you say thank you, bitch? Thank you, bitch.